Currently telling ourselves we are pretty and intimidating. Men aren't approaching us.
Can we please stop pretending like the reason you don't approach women is because you're scared you'll be accused of sexual harassment? That's not going to happen. You know that's not going to happen. You approach anybody with kindness and respect. The worst they can say is no. The reason you don't want to approach women is because you're a sissy. And that's the fundamental issue. Stop trying to make it some other situation that has to do with society and culture and feminism, dude. No. Go say hi to a girl. Be nice about it. Whatever. Learn to get a little bit of zhuzh. I don't want to use the word riz. I'm doing everything to avoid using that word. You have to get better at socializing and talking to strangers if it is your goal to obtain a girlfriend via cold open. Now, you can also just hang out with mutual friends, dude. It doesn't have to be like some you don't have to watch a pickup artist and figure out how to do it. Be that guy that's always making small talk with people in a line. Be that person. You can become that person if you would like to interact with women more. Stop pretending it's like culture or something, dude. The reason you don't want to talk to women in public is because you're a sissy and you're nervous and you spend too much time on your phone. We'll talk to other people all the time. Strangers talk to people all the time. Ever met one of those social people that just starts making a friend everywhere they go? Be that guy if you want to be that guy.
Why do I sense panic in her voice? She sounds like somebody who's panicking by the whole situation. Let's find out from more women how they are feeling about this.
Men don't ask girls out anymore. All they do is they look at you from across the room and they're like, oh, she's pretty. I bet that's my wife. And then they take out their phones and look at basketball clips on YouTube Shorts. And they're like, oh, nice. And honestly, I think that's why the birth rate is dropping.
Figured out. They are finally realizing what's happening. Most men who just look at her and go, okay, she's pretty. And he goes by his own business.
I was looking at the comments in this post, and there was a lot of comments making light of it, like joking around, like, ooh, men are in their flop era. Like, no, like, when I read this, I had a pit in my stomach. This goes beyond, like, men are in their flop era. We are living through a paradigm shift in society, and when ChatGPT rolls out corn by the end of the year, I think that dating and society will be unrecognizable in a year from now, because there's already so many people who are having full-blown relationships with AI and who are not developing social skills and dating skills and respect for other human beings in the outside real world. Once AI is able to service that aspect of life, relationship, whatever you want to call it, there is going to be no reason for these men who are having full-blown relationships with AI to ever stray from them. And that's really scary.
Okay, so most of the women are panicking, especially the ones that are around 27, 28, maybe to 32 or 34, 35, somewhere there, because they are not just dealing with men withdrawing from the dating game. They are also dealing with the war.
Guys don't approach girls at the bars anymore.
I do.
I don't expect guys to come up to me, but I know the caliber of my friends and I know what those look like, and they are some stunning. If guys aren't going up to them, guys aren't going up to fucking anyone. So I think if you're going up to girls at the bar in the...
Why is she panicking and she's removing herself from the conversation, saying that she doesn't expect guys or men to approach her? I guess she knows something we don't know. And also, she sounds like she's panicking. Why is she encouraging men to approach women at the bar? Why is she doing that? I'm just saying here, guys.
Why are men not confident enough to walk up to women now? Say shout out to the guys who are confident enough to walk up to women. The masculinity on earth has diminished drastically that guys don't even come up to you anymore. They'll just stare at you from a distance. As a woman who's trying to embody her feminine energy, you're not going to catch me going up to the guy. You're just not. We can just stare at each other. Say shout out to the guys who are confident enough to walk up to women, because guys don't do that anymore. If God were to guarantee that your 20th person would be the love of your life, you would be so happy to be rejected by all 19. So why are men not confident enough to walk up to women now? We don't chase. We signal like, you can come up to me now. But all men do is just look at you now. And of course, like, if the woman is interested, she's gonna keep looking your way too, but it just like stays like that. Nothing ever happens because men don't walk up to women anymore, or they're just tired of being rejected. But it's like, if God were to tell you that you're gonna go through 20 rejections before you get to your yes, and that's gonna be the love of your life, you guys would be so happy to go through all 20 because you would just be so closer to the love of your life. Come on, guys, you guys gotta do better.
What's the incentive here? Why all this talk? Why are you worried whether men are approaching you or not? Is it that you want them to pay your bills, or you want some companionship? What is it that you want? Because at some point, there are women who are saying they don't need men. So, like, has that really changed, or is still the same? Or maybe those didn't speak on behalf of everybody.
I'm out here on the Detroit Princess boat at the Q.
Woman calls herself Agdo.
Okay.
Often when men approach her at the social media.
Yes.
Not one man try to talk to me. I'm officially Agdo.
Yeah. At the very top. Okay. I hope y'all see this beautiful scenery out here. Okay. Gorgeous out here. Breeze. It's breezy. My smile is too easy. But guess what? My goddamn self. Woo! Ain't looking good.
I think she's being too harsh on herself. She should just realize that men are not just doing it. Oh man, and also maybe she looks old.
45% of men 18 to 25 have never approached a woman in person.
Never asked a woman out in person, and what they're up against, think about it, our economy literally rests on 10 companies now, often referred to as the Magnificent 10. And they do several things, but quite frankly, they're in the business of enragement, polarization, and then sequestering young people from all other activities.
And that's only getting worse given where AI is going. I mean, with like, agents and chatbots who are, sexually clad anime type figures chatting with young men.
Well, it starts pretty innocent. When you use AI, have you noticed the prompts that are almost irresistible at the end? Let me put this in a series of tweets. Right. Before you know it, you're 3 hours deep. But effectively, these companies have attached the entire economy and literally trillions of dollars to trying to get people to, or trying to convince young people, specifically young men who are more susceptible, because quite frankly, their prefrontal cortices isn't as developed, to try and convince them they can have a reasonable facsimile of life online. Why go through the hierarchy of trying to make friends? It's not easy, right? Why try to figure out how to navigate a corporate, all this, when you can go on Reddit or Discord and find friends, or you can trade crypto or stocks on Robinhood or Coinbase? And why, I understand, would you go through the rejection, the dressing well, the effort, the expense, the humiliation, developing a kindness practice of trying to establish a romantic partnership when you have literally lifelike synthetic porn? So what are we doing? I think we have our economy attached to one objective, and that is to evolve a new species of asocial, asexual males. Unintentionally, we have an economic interest right now, I would argue, in planning our own extinction.